Welcome back, boys, to another eafc 24 content review on the channel. I'm Slater, and in today's video, we'll review the brand new Player of the Month, I think Boniface SBC in, I want to say FIFA 24. I keep wanting to say FIFA 24, but in EFC, and I'll review the new Marquee Matchups SBC set. We'll talk about the good pack value that comes with that as well. So some good content to get into today. Once again, my name's Slater. I review the content every day. If you're new to the channel, welcome on in, and let's dive into this review. So he's previously a silver card. We're gonna go and flip in a second, compare like how big of a boost he got. But he's a silver card originally, now boosted to an 8th rated Bundesliga card. What I will say is, before we dive into anything about the card, I love the card design. I love like the red. It pops wonderfully, and then his kit with those red lines in it just is a beautiful combination alongside the Bundesliga and Bayer Leverkusen badge. I just think from a design perspective, once again, kudos to EA, man. They do a wonderful job, and this is another example of a brilliant, just beautiful, very simplistic, but great looking card in terms of its card design. There are a lot of things about this card that I don't love, and we're going to dive into that. First and foremost, he is 3-star. Now, he is 6'4", right? He is 6'4", which is obviously means that you're playing to a specific play style, since he's mostly lengthy as acceleration type. He is striker center forward in the build, so he's a big body striker. He does have 93 jumping and 90 heading accuracy, so if you feel like you found a way to really maximize the ability of a cross or corners in this game, he would be incredibly valuable from that perspective at 6'4" with 93 jumping and 90 heading accuracy, right? Those are really great stats that you can utilize to his strengths. On the other end, he has really low acceleration, so his first touch will not feel great, alongside the fact that maybe his long burst will actually be really decent. He will feel fast in a long sprint, especially with the lengthy meta. And then he has 95 strength, right, which is a beautiful card stat this early, and 94 shot power, which will overcompensate that finishing stat and composure stat. Shot power is always historically a great way for you to override some lower stats in shooting to help get the ball in the back of the net. 81 vision, 81 short pass isn't that bad this early in the game for a striker that you can maybe use to, like, hold up playing other players, and then maybe go on long runs or play in the middle. So not terrible there. His dribbling stats are pretty bad. 76 agility, 65 balance, 79 reactions, age of ball control. He's just not a great card. He has 0 play styles, which kind of sucks as well too. Would have been really cool if they could hook the card like this up. I'm curious if this means that, like, at least for a while, does this mean that maybe you don't get additional playstyles outside of what is already on the card early in EFC? I don't know, because this is a card that I feel like with a 10 overall boost and being a Bundesliga Player of the Month card, that they would have or should have added some playstyles to a card like this for sure. So missing playstyles, 3-star, 3-star, bad dribbling stats. He's going to be a miss for most people. I will say the one benefit here of this card, obviously, is that he's really cheap. So if you did want to get Boniface or Boniface, or I'm assuming it's Boniface, I'm guessing Victor Boniface. He is 1 squad. He's an 85 overall. Is 185 overall is needed, and that's an 83 overall team, which if we go over on Footbin only comes out to 11,300 coins. If I'm comparing the value, if I'm being really candid, of this to the 24 game hero loan that we had yesterday, which is the same price, I would definitely do the hero loan. In terms of value, you don't need an 85 overall card. You just need a pure 83 rated team, and you might be able to get yourself a chance at using 20 plus games of a Ginola or a Yaya Toure if you're lucky, a Ramirez. And realistically, there's a chance you do an SBC like this and then don't even use this card for 20 plus games. So in my opinion, I don't think he's not bad value in terms of this price, but there's another option that would be something I'd probably lean into first before doing this SBC. But here he is. Like I said, he's 10K. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this is bad value or don't do it. If you want this card in your team, you take it, right? If you want to collect Bundesliga cards, that'd be sweet. At some point, there's going to be a moment where you're going to need a Bundesliga team for some sort of objective, and maybe this card has a lot of value in that perspective too. He's out for 29 days. The one thing I would say is, with rival rewards, with upcoming weekend league rewards, all these different things, you will probably at some point organically just get a duplicate couple 83s in a pack. This guy is the only SBC available to you, and you might just get them done even if you didn't plan to, right? So keep that in the back of your mind long term. In terms of this card, he does get big boosts. He gets 9 more acceleration, 11 more sprint speed. He gets a plus 10 at the minimum for every single shooting stat. He got a big boost on this card from a 74, which is really, really nice. Weirdly, though, they didn't boost his dribbling maybe in the same way that they boosted the pace, shooting, passing stats on the card. He does have brilliant physical stats, which is really, really nice. But here he is, man. This is the card. If I were you, I would probably just lean into what makes him good. I don't really know if there's a lot of tremendous value in taking him out of the lengthy play style. I think that's kind of what he needs to be right at the end of the day. So I wouldn't, even though I want to put an engine on him to help his pace, to help his passing, and to help, more importantly, his balance and agility, I think it's just one of those things. You got to lean into what he's good at. and realize he's bad at other stuff, right? I think you just kind of, he is what he is at the end of the day, which I would say is ideally, because you can't use a hunt. If you want to keep it mostly lengthy, you can use a hunter or an engine. I think probably would use a hunter if I'm being candid. I think I would put a hawk on him, keep him at like truly lengthy, use that like acceleration, sprint speed, use that good finishing stats. 99 shot power will make this really, really well rounded, and then 99 in strength, 88 aggression. Like he'll be a big body, physical, really strong striker for you at the end of the day. So there is that player of the month card, and then we move over to Marquee Matchups, which is a rare Electrum pack for the group award, which is a really nice pack. I mean, it's not a world beater, but a rare Electrum pack being all rare players, 6 of which I believe, is that 6 gold, 6 silver? I think it is. I can't remember. Or is it 4, 4, and 4? Wow, I've played FIFA for 10 years and I can't remember what that pack is. Sometimes it's like when someone asks you, like, oh, how'd you do that in a game? And you instinctually know, you don't even think about it, to like press a certain button to do something, or they ask you to do a skill move and you're like, but then when they make you think about it, you're like, I don't know. That's what just happened to me. So I apologize for that. Internally, it's a small prime mixed player pack, a mixed player pack, a small prime gold player pack, and a prime mixed player pack. Of course, with the way these packs are oriented, this being a small and this being a mixed player pack and this being a small prime, you're going to get back somewhere around maybe just a couple less players than you put into this. But a small prime gold player pack, a prime mixed player pack, and a rare Electrum pack are packs, in my opinion, that you can swing at. And honestly, a small prime mixed player pack, this might sound crazy, but I've hit some stuff in that before. I wouldn't anticipate it, but it's definitely better than a mixed player pack. So there's an opportunity. I think you always do your marquee matchups. It does look like you need a Barcelona player and a Sevilla player in your club. If they're really expensive right now, just wait a couple days. Marquee matchups always go down in value as the week progresses. Internally here, looks like you need a Milan or what is technically Lazio labeled Latium player there. And then this is just Bundesliga players and Liga NOS players. So it seems like really easy stuff. You can use bronze players in this and silvers in these 2 SBCs too to help offset maybe some cost or completion issues as well. So good luck to you on if you go ahead and get these. I would recommend one thing to you if I'm being really, really candid before we leave you here. By the way, if you enjoyed the video and you stayed this long, I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. Sub if you're new to the channel. It helps me so much. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. One thing I would tell you, man, is if you haven't done this yet, which hopefully you haven't, I would not open your division rival rewards because tomorrow is our first promo of the year. Road to the Knockouts. I know this is technically a promo, but they aren't promo cards. It's design cards. These are legitimately boosted cards, right? So for the first time all year long, Road to the Final cards will come out. Complete your marquee matchups, save your packs. Get your rival rewards, save your packs. Give yourself an opportunity tomorrow to hit a brand new card that could potentially be really cool for your team or be really valuable for you as a card to sell. So there's my advice to you guys long term. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great rest of your Thursday, boys. Back again later tomorrow with another video on the channel. Our first preview video for a new promo in EFC. So it should be a fun one tomorrow. We'll go through the entire team. Enjoy the ride. So thanks, boys, for tuning in. I'll catch you for another video tomorrow. Peace.